Hi you guys, this is Scarlet Fox Play, and I'm here to go ahead and talk to you guys about comfortability and morality when deciding to become a webcam model. I'm sorry you guys, it's taking me so long to make a new YouTube video. I've been really busy, but I've been thinking a lot about this topic and I decided it would be great for a first video. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about the things you need to consider before becoming a webcam model. Before broadcasting live, it's important to consider things about morality and your own comfortability in order to maintain a good standing on your webcam site as well as to be successful as a webcam model. Okay, so before jumping into the game and deciding which website you want to broadcast on and just broadcasting live right away, I highly recommend that you guys go ahead and jot down a list of these tasks I'm going to talk about, and then I will discuss a little bit after how to deal with these tasks. A lot of people don't think about this before deciding to broadcast, and some people do, but for me, I took it very seriously and I made a list of things that I was willing to do and not do in front of cam. Some of the comfortability and morality things I'm talking about are if you are okay with people in your life finding out. You need to make a decision if you're okay with your family, friends, or people who live around you finding out that you're a webcam model. Secondly, I think it's important that you try to think about what you're willing to do and how comfortable you are willing to do sexually in front of a cam. Some other things that come into play are how much you're willing to take with the shit talking and the trolling and how to properly respond to those comments. You need to consider if you're the type of person that can brush off shit talking and trolling easily, or if you get easily hurt by it. Okay, I'm going to try to help you out and tell you a little advice about the tasks that I listed. If you care about people in your neighborhood or your family finding out you becoming a cam model, you can do things like block your state region or block your country region. Now, this will prevent people in your area that are exposing their IP addresses to not see it. It will show that, you know, your region's blocked. Blocking your state or region isn't always foolproof, and the reason why is because there are things called proxies, and people can go ahead and run their computer through a proxy and it will block their IP address, and so then they can still access your room. So keep in mind that even if you have your state or region blocked, somebody that you know can still see your cam, and you have to be okay with that as a cam model. I personally was extremely worried about people who knew me finding out that I became a webcam model. I feel I had a reputation I had to uphold, and I wasn't very fond of people thinking negatively about me and judging me about, you know, working in the sex industry. I personally feel like I was so paranoid about people finding out that I deleted all my old social media accounts. I kept my Facebook open still for personal matters, but other than that, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my personal Tumblr, I deleted all of those accounts so I can start up new. When you make accounts for social media towards your webcam business, as well as your accounts on a webcam service site, that you don't link it to anything that is related to you. Don't put any nicknames, don't put any real names, do something that would be completely separate from anyone that knows you. I would suggest that you do not post any pictures that you posted on a personal account, because those can always be linked back to you by reverse image search. When you start your account as a cam model on a website, as well as your social media, I would say put up all new content. Take new images, do new videos, everything that is separate. The one thing I did notice is that when I deleted my old accounts, I deleted my Snapchat and I deleted my Instagram. However, both of those accounts are linked to your personal phone device where it takes a number. Snapchat will require you to have a number, I believe. And the problem with that is that people can search you in your contact list. So if someone has your number in their contact list, they can search you and find you. So what I did was, I knew there were certain people that knew me by number. I didn't want them to know that I was webcamming. So I searched for them personally and I blocked them before they had an opportunity to find out who I was. In addition, if you really don't want to be found out, I would suggest getting either a new number or getting a whole new phone device. The reason why I say this is because on Instagram, even though I deleted my old account and I did not register a phone number, because it remembered that I registered old accounts on that device, Instagram would constantly pop up my friends and people I went to school with saying recommended accounts. And unfortunately, a couple of the people that I went to school with and some of the people that I know personally ended up finding out I was a webcam model just because my account popped up as a recommended person to them. I would say another precaution to prevent someone from finding out that you're a webcam model is to broadcast at an obscure time that is not in correlation with your time zone. For example, my time is 3 a.m. when I broadcast, but when I get most of my viewers, they're from Germany, so it's their lunch hour over there. Another way to hide your identity is to go ahead and create a persona where you can change your hair, your makeup. Some people like to wear a mask, some people like to wear costumes, and this way it can kind of, you know, blur the lines between someone saying, oh, I know this person is for real you, or it's somebody completely different. I would highly suggest that before you actually broadcast live, to take the things that you're comfortable with doing sexually and the things that you might be okay with trying, and to practice those privately in your own room. What I did personally was I made a list of things that I was okay with doing and things I was definitely not okay with doing sexually and I wasn't comfortable with. And in the middle, things that I might not necessarily feel comfortable, you know, with certain partners, but I'm willing to try it. So once you have your 3 tasks of you're willing to do, you're okay maybe gonna try it, and you're definitely not gonna do, keep that paper handy. I would suggest brainstorming a little bit about if you're comfortable in a private chat or a public chat. So in a private chat, you're gonna go ahead and do customer requests and shows just with that one person or that group, so no one else will see you naked except those people that you're allowing in that room. Secondly, if you're gonna go ahead and do a public room, that means that people will tip and pay for certain requests, but you're gonna be doing it in front of a whole audience. I'm an extremely shy person, and it's very difficult for me to go ahead and do things that are sexual or sexually new to me. And so for me practicing off cam, it allowed me to be more comfortable in my own skin, and that really is important to show over a webcam. And okay, so about the shit talking and trolling. A troll is somebody that is just gonna say anything to you and give you shit and talk bad about you for sometimes no reason at all. They just want to get a response out of you. And the way you handle it is by politely asking them to stop, to leave, and eventually blocking them. If they're gonna get to the point where it's gonna affect your show and it's gonna affect your face and your performance, you're gonna lose money. A lot of your viewers might leave, they might get impatient. So it's important to know how to respond. So you just politely ask them to stop. If they have dirty talk or if they say something that is rude or offensive to you, say, I'm sorry and I cannot help you. It's important to know when somebody is going to cross your line and push your buttons. If they're gonna go ahead and piss you off enough to ruin your show and have you react, then they ultimately win. So you need to understand the point where it crosses the line and how to address that with that particular viewer. Always remember that when it comes to that kind of stuff and trolling, always be respectful and polite, because it's important to keep that persona and keep your reputation very positive. If you want to see more videos and tutorials like this, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. If you are interested in becoming a webcam model or have any questions for me about webcamming, please go ahead and email me at scarlettfoxdirect@gmail.com or leave your questions in the comments below. Don't forget to follow me on social media, you guys.